and they still haven't recovered. Remember when Tyson was beat down by Buster Douglas? George Foreman with that giddy victory over... Muhammad Ali with that giddy victory over George Foreman. Tyson biting dude's ear. The whole Lance Armstrong thing of him doping. Like Ben Johnson after the Olympics, him winning the 100 meters, looking weird, and then finding that he doped afterwards. There are many infamous moments in sports, many shocking moments in sports. This is the most shocking. And it's going to have to take something crazy to supersede this as a more shocking moment. That image doesn't make sense to me. Like, that image does not make sense to me. Like, I'm looking at that image, it doesn't make sense. Like, guys, just pause for a minute. Look at that image. So look at the team on the left. Look at the team on the right. Look at the number on the left. Look at the number on the right. It makes no sense. Like, if someone showed this to me in 2002, if someone showed this to me in 1998, I would slap you, baby. I said, what? It's not real. It's not real. It's gotta be real. It's alternate units. I wouldn't even believe. You see, if Doctor Strange said, yo, half up, it's an alternate universe, baby. I say, yo, Doc, baby, go fight Thanos. Go back to freaking Thanos. It doesn't make sense. So even if Doctor Strange told it to me, I will not believe it. It's crazy. Guys, look at what we're looking at. 7-1. 7-1. Guys. Jesus, guys. Before 30 minutes, in less than 30 minutes, Brazil was losing 5-0 at the crib. In less than 30 minutes, Brazil in a World Cup semi-final were down a baptism. They got baptized in less... Do you know what it means to get baptized in less than 30 minutes? Do you know what that means, guys? That's crazy. That's insane. How do you get baptized in less than 30 minutes? That's crazy. That's crazy. It's bad. It's bad. And you see, here's the thing. And let's clear this up right now. If both of these guys played, they still lose. Let's just be clear. They still lose. They don't lose 7-1. So, and I think everybody's in agreement. So I don't want anyone to say, man, if Neymar and Thiago Silva played, would have been a lot better. Brazil would have done Germany. So you're saying because of two players. Remember, this ain't basketball. This ain't 5-on-5. This is 11-on-11. So you're saying because of two players, 7-1 now goes to 2-1 to Brazil? No. You see, if Neymar and Thiago Silva had played, Brazil lose 3-1. Maybe 3-1. Maybe 3-1, maybe 4-2. They lose. Because the team was not functioning well. But remember, they had to go through penalties to beat Chile. That was Chile. They had to go through penalties then. And obviously, Neymar got speared, obviously, in the back by Zuniga against Colombia. But still, you just saw that where this team wasn't functioning well. And credit to Neymar and to Thiago Silva. These two guys were holding what was, at the very core, a dysfunctional team together. An R&B duo was the strike partner. And so we let me know this thing. Guys, look them behind me, man. What do you see? You see Romario, Pele. So it went from Romario, Pele, and Ronaldo Nazario Lima to an R&B duo called Fred and Joe. Guys. So do you understand what I'm talking about here, man? You understand what I'm talking about? So credit to what these two guys did, because see, do you know what's so crazy? Neymar was cooking at that World Cup. That was his first World Cup. His first World Cup as a young guy, and he was cooking. Like literally, man, what Zuniga did, I would slap the crap out of that dude. Because mate, you messed something up. Because you know what? In an alternate world, I would have loved to see these two players playing that game. Because we were robbed of, I think, an amazing game. Because if Germany played, and these two guys were playing a great game, that Brazil lose. Brazil lose that game. Brazil were not beating that Germany team. They were not. I'm sorry. Like, you were not beating a team led by your boy. Remember, this guy was saying, nah, this is our World Cup. You were not beating a team led by that world, because that Germany team, they were at their peak of their powers. They were not losing. So, but there's one thing to lose 3-1. There's another thing to get side-pieced, side-checked, divorced, devalued, deconstructed, fallopian-tubed, menstruated, colonized, chemically re-engineered, and sauteed, and barbecued. That's what happened. That's what happened. They got pimp slapped. Ain't that crazy? Do you know what it means to go into someone's house and get pimp slapped? But you know what? See, there's certain images that sort of are imprinted in my head when thinking about this. And one of those images, I always find this image weird. Because this is such a strange image. Because you have Ozil looking at David Luiz, and my thing is like, what's going through Ozil's mind? Ozil is like, what? I just want to know, like, what is actually going through Ozil's mind? Because Luiz just looks like if this guy's done and he's praying to the gods. And just look at, because from Ozil, it's like, I don't know what you want me to freaking do. I'm like, okay. And just even, because I'm going to show another image. So I remember Bart Simpson talked about it. And your boy Bart Simpson, they had a conversation at halftime. So remember, at halftime, they're up 5-0. And the thing is, do you keep on going, or do you sort of peg back, chill out, because you don't want to further embarrass them in their house? And Bart Simpson said that it would have been worse and more disrespectful if they took it easy. No, you are still playing a competitive game. This is still a World Cup semi-final. You compete until the very last minute. Because it would have been disrespectful by just taking it easy. And I respect that. I'm sorry. I don't care what the scoreline is. We are still representing Germany. And we still have a duty to play fully competitive and at full tilt up until the referee blows his whistle. So, two more G's happen in that thing. And what's so crazy, which I put this up. So 2 more goals happened. I think it was Schürrle. Yeah, it was Schürrle who scored. Yes, it was Schürrle who scored the 2 goals. Remember that Ozil chance? It should have been 8. So maybe this image is Ozil was probably the only guy who felt sorry for Brazil, and maybe he missed intentionally, because Ozil should have scored that chance. It should have been 8. And another image, and this one is actually even more scary. So this is at full time. So that's Luis Gustavo, and obviously that's David Luiz. At full time, they started praying. You've lost 7-1. Referee blows his whistle. The crowd is booing and going crazy, and you go on your knees and you start praying. But see, it was just such an effed up situation. It was such an effed up situation, man. And why it's so crazy is because even like what was I even thinking? That's why we know when I did like my reaction afterwards, I don't know what guys. I generally don't know what to freaking do. To this day, I've never watched the entire match. So I think at 3-0, 4-0, I kept on going in and out. Remember, my brother and a friend were watching the game, and I was just going in and out of the room. I haven't watched this game fully for 90 minutes, and I never will. There's no point. Like, it's one of those ones where you actually feel ashamed. Like, watching it, I felt shame. I was like, yeah, I feel dirty watching this. I feel unclean watching this. So I couldn't sit down and just watch the fully. I couldn't because like, what am I watching here? And just when that referee blowed his whistle, I was oblivious. I was like, Brazil lost 7-1 in a World Cup semi-final. You know what I think? Maybe this is when football just got flipped up. I think after this moment, I don't think football as a sport recovered because look at what's happened to Italy. Even look at what happened to Germany now. And look at what happened to Brazil. I think this might have been the pivotal point where everything got flipped on its head. Like the greats of Brazil, Italy, look at how they're struggling right now. Italy, this was 2014. Italy did not qualify for the 2018 World Cup. Italy did not qualify for the 2022 World Cup. And we already know what happened to Brazil since then. Maybe this is what's ruptured the entire space continuum of the footballing world. Maybe this was the moment. Maybe this was the catalyst that just effed everything up. So, but as I said again for the start of the video, Brazil haven't recovered from this. So this is after them losing to Uruguay, where we predicted they would lose to Uruguay. We thought they would lose to Uruguay, and they went ahead and lost to Uruguay. Yes, the match was World War VII. We get it. But it's like ever since that 7-1, Brazil have never recovered. They've never recovered. I believe the only way that Brazil can recover from that is that they have to beat Germany like 8-0 in a World Cup quarter or a World Cup semi. They have to. Because I just feel psychologically, mentally, spiritually, it destroyed Brazil completely. It destroyed Brazil football completely, and they've not recovered. Ever since that 7-1, they've not recovered. And bro, Brazil are at the points where these guys, they're at their lowest. And I do feel that no, because I believe in certain energies of the world. 7-1 is in direct correlation to where Brazil are right now. It's in direct correlation to where Brazil are right now. And what is so crazy is during just that era from 7-1, these have been the two brother sparks. Because, guys, let's keep it real. Neymar is one of the most talented players we've ever seen. In terms of pure talent we've ever seen. Now, he may have not have realized his full talent, but as a talent, Neymar is one of the most talented players that we've ever seen. Hence why it is so frustrating that he wasn't the proper successor to Messi. He was supposed to be the guy to carry the baton of football after Messi, 100%. He was supposed to be the next footballing superstar. It's him. It's not Mbappe, really. It's not Mbappe. It's not Vinicius. No. It's not Jude Bellingham. It's Neymar. He's the guy. And we're still waiting for the next guy, but it was supposed to be Neymar. Thiago Silva's biggest mistake was moving to PSG. If Thiago Silva stayed in a major market team, either in the Premier League or La Liga, he would have been considered the best defender of his generation. Talent-wise, it's just pure talent in his position. Thiago Silva is arguably the best defender of his generation. Pure talent, I'm putting him ahead of Chiellini, ahead of Bonucci, ahead of Van Dijk, ahead of Ramos, ahead of Puyol, ahead of Piqué. Based on just defensive talent, the ability to defend and how good he's just as a pure defender, as well as his ball-playing abilities, he is the best defender of the generation. But he will never get that credit because he was in Uber Eats and played in a market that did not have a big enough spotlight. So as bad as Brazil have been, they have these two shining lights. But the issue is, a Brazil is not a team of just two players. A Brazil is a team of like 2-3 superstars, and all the guys are right. Bro, Denilson was a side chick in the 90s. Put Denilson in this Brazil team now, he's the best player. Denilson was a side chick. That guy was a side chick in the freaking 98 team. Put Take the 98th Danielson, put him here now. He's the best guy on the team. So the side chicks from those 90s teams or those 2000 teams would be the best players here right now. So a Brazil team just can't have two players. They have several players. Really, minimum two superstars. And amazing fullbacks. The heck is a Wendell? What is a Danilo? What the freaking is that some kind of freaking special cream? Oh, Danilo, oh, Danon. What the heck is a Danilo? So again, they never recovered from this. And I don't know how long it will take until Brazil recovers. I don't know. But 100%, ever since this fateful day, Brazil has never been the same. And Lord only knows how long it will take for them to recover. Oh, last thing, in the comments below, because I'm actually curious, where were you during 7-1? What were you doing? And where were you on July 8th, 2014 during 7-1? What were you doing? Where were you? And what were you doing during that fateful day? I actually want to know, man. Brazil, man.